Hi, it's Billy and Ian with the Boylan team, bantering with the Boylans. The headline today is how to get your FSBO sold. It's not rocket science, but we're going to show you how to be a marketing pro.
Exactly. We're not here to list your home. This video is to talk to you and give you the steps where you can sell your house yourself and use the techniques that we use as professionals.
Right.
So we got a lot of steps.
How many?
So buckle up. We got, I think, about 9 steps we're going to show you. We may roll some in together, but this is what you're going to need to do if you really want to get your house sold.
Right.
And for the most money.
So what's the first thing we do?
So the first thing you do, which we tell everybody, whether you're selling it yourself or whether we're selling, we need to know what your house is worth. Right. And that's important because you don't want to overprice and scare off buyers that actually could be the ones that want to buy your house.
Right.
So you want to find out what it's worth, look at the comps and the data surrounding you, or maybe even consider getting an appraisal done before you list your home.
Right.
That way, the buyers coming in, they won't question you. They'll think because you're the seller, you don't really know what it's worth. You
Right.
can say, well, I've got this appraisal done, and this is what the house is worth, and this is what we're selling for.
And that appraisal is only about $500, but $500 to $600. But again, even though you might get the appraisal at the beginning, an appraiser's got to come in, and it might be a little different when they actually do the appraisal with an offer in hand from a bank. There's a couple.
Correct.
There's different scenarios and regulations that the bank may look for. But that's the first thing. You want empirical data. And the hard part is this is your home. You've lived in here 3 years, 30 years, 15 years, but you need to take the emotion out of it. Once you decide, you and your family decide to list a home and want to sell it, you got to take that it's not your home anymore. So you got to take the emotion out of it. And now it's a commodity. You're making a business transaction.
Right. It's not easy to do. We've all done it before. It's important a lot of times to get rid of the personal pictures, put them away, and because you want the people coming into your home to feel and see themselves in your house and
Right.
not picture your family in there. So you put that away. Think about how they stage a model home.
Right. Well,
And
that's
that'd be
good,
kind of the way to go, attractive but not really personalized.
Right. And then the next big step, and I'll spend the most time on this one, is who's your most opportune buyer. All the FSBOs, all the for sale by owners, they put it out on Zillow because that attracts 2 million people. But do you really want to attract 2 million people? You can only sell your house once to one person. You want to find the most opportune buyer. And that's where, people that are coming to your house, you got this great piece of bait, you're out there fishing, you want to throw the bait out to get it to the most opportune fish, most opportune buyer. You don't want to keep your fish out there, your bait out there for 30 days, 60 days, 3 months, 3 years. You want to find the most opportune buyer for your home. So we do the marketing. Who are you marketing to? That's what you got to ask yourself. We go out there and we recommend to our for sale by owners and our buyers and sellers we have these access to list brokers. They're called selects. And you go out there. So your house is $500,000 or $600,000. Who's your most opportune buyer? So it's going to be, let's say, for example, it's a 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3-car garage, fenced yard, 3,000 square foot home, 2 stories with the master on the first floor. What do you think? What family's living in there?
Typically, you would expect it to be a family with children that are a little bit older because the younger children, the parents typically want to be on the same floor as them.
Right.
Most of the buyers are likely going to come from within 3 to 5 miles of that neighborhood. Although in our area, we do find a lot of buyers coming in from California.
Right.
So you're going to be marketing to your neighborhood and a little bit further out, and
Right.
you would want to market to California as well. And you would look up those particular buyers, look up buyers that have children of a certain age. What would you say? Over 8 years old?
Over
10
7, 8 years old.
And you're looking at their income as well.
Right.
That's another.
So the income is, if it's a $500,000 home, the buyer's got to make at least a third of what the house is worth. So let's say at 30%, it's $150,000. So for a $500,000 or $600,000 home, they're going to make at least $150,000 to $180,000, and upwards to about $225,000, $240,000. Because if they make over $225,000, $240,000, they're probably going up to the next level to the $800,000, $1 million home, wherever that may be. But you got a fenced yard, so you're looking for probably have pets. You're looking with a nice 3-car, 4-car garage. They're probably going to have their car enthusiasts. Nice kitchen. They're going to be cooking enthusiasts. So that's who you're marketing to. So we have these access to selects, like for example, Info USA. You can go out there, and I put all the parameters in for Info USA, what we just talked about. They're most likely 3 to 5 miles from the home because they want to stay in the same school district. They make 150 grand. They got kids, they got pets, car enthusiasts. And, we came up with a list of 1,443 people from a typical house in Washoe County or Carson, Douglas, Story, Lyon County. So that's okay. So the list select, you can buy this list select, and it's only about $2 per name. So it runs you only about $2,800. But those are the people, ideally, statistically speaking, are going to buy your home.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. And then to get it out, you want to obviously put your best foot forward, because people do start shopping for homes online.
Right.
So you want the best pictures possible. So you would want to hire a professional photographer. Right now with occupied homes, we're also doing video walkthroughs by the photographers as well.
Right.
And depending on your property, drone photography might be appropriate as well. So you're looking at $200 to $600 for the professional photography, depending
Right.
on your property. And obviously, if it's an even larger property, it could be a little bit more. But it's very important, because that is where buyers are starting now, is online.
Right. And again, so with the world where it is right now, the virtual tours and the virtual, everybody's looking for virtual. We ask people. I had talked to FSBOs all the time and trying to help them, and they said, "Well, I got an open house." Great. How many people did you have last week? I had 30. Well, how many of those people were qualified? Do you know how many people were qualified? Do you know how many people were that make 150 grand? Well, my neighbor come through. Well, that's good, but do you really want all those people traipsing through your house? You put a sign out in the front yard, open house, and somebody's walking in and says, "Man, that is a nice 78-inch TV. That might look good in my house." Do you know who's coming through your house? So you got to ask yourself those things. So yes, I'm on Zillow, I'm doing an open house, but how many of those people are actually qualified? How many of those? That's why that list select is so important. And the photography, because everybody starts online.
But you can online, though, you can work on Facebook and send the ads specifically in front of the people on that list.
Right.
So you're not, like Billy said, you're not advertising to everybody, and so not everybody's traipsing through your home.
Right. So again, you got that nice piece of bait. You want to send that bait to the right people. So on Facebook, you can take that list, upload a custom audience, and then do some paid advertisements to 3 to 5 months of that list. Also, as Amy said before, you might want to advertise in San Francisco or San Jose or Sacramento or any of those counties in Northern California or Southern California. A lot of people are buying up here. They're coming up here because the houses there are so expensive. They can get a house here for a third of the cost. So that custom audience is huge. And again, Facebook, you got to know all this stuff on how to do that, but you can figure that out.
You can also, there's people you can hire to help you with that.
Right.
There's a lot of techie people out there that can help you get ads up and get that running. And then direct marketing is definitely still a way to go. And we send out postcards. You can see how thick is this?
It's 130-pound stock. They're not flimsy in the mail.
So you want a big one, and then a lot of times, depending on your property, we might send out, an even larger one, like a fold-over brochure type of thing that shows all the amenities that your house has, and that would be sent out to, again, the people on that list, the people that are most likely looking for your type of home.
And they're going to see that, and to send out a postcard roughly runs about 78 cents a postcard. So with 78 to 85 cents postage, all that stuff. So with 1,500 people, again, that runs only about $1,200. But you want to get it to the ideal person because you want to know who's coming through your home. Are they qualified and everything else? And then the next thing with that postcard, with your photography, any marketing is copywriting. So copywriting, they make a lot of money, the copywriters. We can say the example of you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning or any time of day now, where it is, they're writing copy for, a grill mat or, get your toilet clean without having to do anything, or a new, get my heel, fixed up with, you're going to buy, everybody's bought something because of something that somebody said on TV. It's the copywriters.
They earn their money.
They earn their money. So when you put this postcard together, not only do you want the picture right, but you want the copy right. And most people fall into the trap of writing about the features of the house. How about we write about the benefits? Why is that grill mat going to benefit me when I'm out cooking my perfect steak? Why is the toilet cleaner going to benefit me? What made you move into your house? What is the benefits of a great kitchen? What are the benefits of having a master, the bedroom on the first floor, or having a fenced yard for my dogs, or your chickens, goats, whatever it may be, or some beautiful garage that you can do work in or have an art studio, whatever in there. Put the benefits. And those copywriters, they earn their weight. They cost about $200 to $2,500 a job, because they know what to do.
Yeah, they're worth it and they get results.
Right.
Yeah. And so what's the next thing? We want
the website.
You can do the website. You could have a website devoted just to your property that people can click on
Right.
and learn about the benefits of your property and all the information. And that can be sent out in emails and marketing and as well.
Right.
And
So
really
with,
talked about
with,
it's a single click website is what you want.
yeah, so the website is, you can get GoDaddy or, your son, daughter, somebody can do it cheaply or you can do it, but GoDaddy, you can probably build a website for free for 123 Main Street, for $500,000-$600,000 and write the benefits of the house. But you want to be able to have one click. People don't want to go in and say, push here, push here, push here. They're bored already. Amazon is the king, queen of one-click shopping. You push that button, your stuff shipped to you in 2 days, okay? They used to do, back in the day, they've tested over years, they had 2 to 3 clicks. They lost, their sales were way, way lower. So when you have the website for 123 Main Street, it's gonna capture, John Doe, Jane Doe's information, their email, their phone number. Then you gotta have stuff to send out to them. Then you're going to have stuff to send to you that you captured their information. And that's also the stuff that you're going to want to put on your Facebook marketing. So you can capture their information, and go there. So it's like right now, the way the world is, when you go into Raley's or Smith's or Albertsons or whatever, Trader Joe's, they know everything about you. When you swipe your card, they know you buy organic this, organic that, or Kraft macaroni and cheese. So they're trying to sell you discounts on Velveeta cheese or this or that. So you want to target and go out there and have that one-click website shopping.
Yeah, that's how you can find the buyers that are looking for what you're selling.
Right.
So,
so
we
we've
talked about Facebook.
Yeah, talked about Facebook, direct marketing, postcards. So again, this is all stuff to go out there to help you sell your house for the most. And again, you need to know your most opportune buyer. And you want to have everything set up to make this easy for you. Not make it stressful. That's the last thing you want to do is make it stressful.
So it does cost a little money to get all these things in place, but it's well worth it.
Right.
I always kind of use the analogy of when you're buying or selling a used car.
Right.
Because you have to find a car you like, you find it, on Craigslist or something, you go to somebody's house to buy it, but then you could find the same car, it's at the dealership and the dealer wants more money for the car. It's the same exact car, everything, nothing's changed, but they want more money because it's sitting on their lot as opposed to in a driveway somewhere. Right. It's the same thing. Buyers come in and they expect to get a deal because you're selling your house yourself. They think they should get a deal. And that's something you have to overcome with marketing and making sure you're marketing to the people that see the value in your home and are going to fall in love with it. And you're not going to be fielding all these lowball deals all the time. And that's one of the things that gets very frustrating with for sale by owners is they have to deal with people not serious, not qualified, and not willing to pay what the house is worth.
And exactly. It's like with selling, everybody's trying to sell their car on their own. And people not showing up, and again, like Amy said, not qualified or not the right person. They just want to see the home. Or they might want to, that's what you got, people traipsing around that you don't want to be there. And we also, have this little book that we have. It's called How to Sell Your Luxury Property. In this area, in Northern Nevada, luxury is about usually 2 to 2.5 times what the median household price in the city is. And with this, talk a little about the book here.
Well, it's written by a gentleman that we work with closely that is an expert in marketing and in selling homes. And it kind of just goes through it. It's a step-by-step. It kind of shows you what you need to do, kind of what we told you here in depth on how to sell your home. And even if you maybe don't consider your home luxury, there's still a lot you can take away
a lot of the principles
to sell your home no matter what the value of your home is. So this is something that we offer for sale by owners. Just, give us a shout out. We'd be happy to send it to you. And
we went pretty quick here, but some of the statistics are, for sale by owners, 88% of them end up listing with realtors. And as Amy talked about with the private sale and the dealership sale, realtors get about 20% more than for sale by owners. Those are the absolute statistics. And so if you use these, things we talked about, these principles, you can get more for you and your family. It's a lot of work, and we're there, whatever you need.
Exactly. Exactly. There's, there's things that go into it. You just need to know what you're dealing with when you do it. And, the other thing we didn't talk about is liability.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
So with that, and I'll let Amy explain, because she's very good at that, but the liability, you want to make sure when you list your house, when you're trying to sell your house, everything is disclosed. And talk a little bit, go into all the liability you have.
Right, there's
as a
things that you
homeowner.
need to do as a homeowner, and especially if you're selling to a buyer comes in represented with an agent, that agent does have to look out for you as well. They are responsible, even though they're not necessarily working for you, they are responsible for making sure everything is done correctly on both sides. But let's say you come in, you're for sale by owner, you get a buyer that's coming in unrepresented. There's a lot of things that you need to make sure you disclose everything. There's a lot of things that can go wrong that can come back to get you after you close if it's not taken care of properly. So you definitely want to make sure you know what you're doing with your paperwork and the liability and everything that's required of you as a seller and what you need to disclose to a buyer.
Right. You want to think everything wrapped up from A to Z. So when you get to the closing table and you're signing and moving on, you're getting your money, everything's taken care of. You don't want to worry about 6, 9, 12 months, 2 years, and you have this liability because something happened that wasn't disclosed. The last thing you want to do is get lawyers involved. That's the last thing. And hi, lawyers, everybody, we love you, but you don't want to get lawyers involved.
Right.
So again, take these principles. Amy and I trying to help you out here.
Yeah, we're happy to answer questions and help you however we can with this because we know it's a lot to do as for sale by owner. And we're happy to guide you any way we can. And we thank you for listening and we look forward to talking to you soon. So feel free to reach out to us. Text us at 775-997-6758. Instant message us, email us. We'd love to talk to you. So, and
right, like our YouTube channel, we're coming out with that, and put on notifications so you get our next informative video, or if you DM, you want some information through YouTube, whatever you need, we're here to provide the information.
Yeah, drop us a comment below, let us know what you think, and we look forward to talking to you soon.
All right, have a great day. Boiling out. Take care now.
Bye. Oh, wait, before you go, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos.
Check out the next video.